Hello everybody. We are live in Brno, Czech Republic for AV United, Czech Republic, today May 3rd. My name is Michael Prikryl, regional organizer for Czech Republic and Slovakia, also US West Coast and Southeastern Nordic Europe. And we have a powerful cube today, a cube of 4 that you see behind me. And we've had some really good conversations already. So AV United is a worldwide campaign where several chapters in one country or one region or even sub-region unite in one city and do a bigger and a very powerful cube together. And this is a great opportunity for activists to exchange ideas between them, improve their outreach and network and connect the community this way. There's a cube of 4. You see the center is right in front of us here, the center of Brno, the old town square. So this action is happening everywhere in the world, and we are around 16 activists today united here. And Brno is one of 4 chapters in Czech Republic, along with Olomouc, Prague, and Zlín. And I want to introduce the 2 Brno organizers.
Ciao.
Hi.
Hello.
Ahoy, my name is Alex and this is my co-organizer, awesome one.
I'm Draho.
So, what is your impression so far of this event?
It's great. We really are standing strong together and it's amazing. We had a lot of good outreaches.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And it's cool. And the weather is nice. It was supposed to be stormy, but in the end the weather is also on our side. It's also turning vegan, so the weather is sunny and cool.
And your impressions?
Yeah, the foot traffic is good. It could be a bit better, but we are still standing strong, and we had so many good conversations.
Great.
Yeah.
And so we are around 16 people, and I think a few more will arrive later.
Maybe,
Yeah.
and it's really strong. There are people from Czech Republic, but also from abroad.
Exactly.
And
so
yeah, it's cool, and it's good to see this. You know, we are doing cubes in Brno for 7 years, and
Yes.
yeah, it's amazing.
So your anniversary is coming up October 4th,
yes, it is.
where Czech Republic is already 7 years
Yeah.
since the 29th, and yours is coming up, which is great. Thank you for being with us for this long. It's really
It's a pleasure.
amazing. Thank you. And Draho has just been recently inducted as organizer.
Yeah.
Thank you for stepping
Yeah.
up the role and helping Sasha in this.
He's super strongly motivated, and he's helping me because it's always better to have somebody dividing the responsibilities. Yeah, the tasks.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah, you're welcome. This is also a great inspiration for chapters that have one organizer to seek out a second person for help, and this way you can do more frequent cubes. It's going to be easier to do more frequent cubes. Let me talk to our most recent chapter that just got launched at the beginning of this year. This is Marketa. Hi.
Hi.
So you are from Zlín. Can you tell us where Zlín is located roughly?
It's 1 hour from Brno on the east.
So, what's your impression of the cube? How is it going for you?
Well, we have just a few volunteers, so it's not so effective. But
And would you mind telling us your age?
I'm 17.
So it's amazing. It shows how powerful and effective any activist of any age can be. So you're a great inspiration for others. You've been very active with us, right? What was your last cube? When was your last cube?
Last cube,
That you
maybe 2 weeks ago in Prague.
Yeah. Perfect. And we're going to have a special cube. Can you tell us about that on the 31st of May?
Yes, we are going to have a cube at Zane Film Festival. There come thousands of people every year, so I hope it's gonna work and
It's gonna be great. So thank you for being here with us today. So there's some outreach happening here. This is another very active member of the AV community in the Czech Republic, Matthias. He went also to the last Cube in Olomouc a few weeks ago. And we are also honored to be joined by international guests. Hi Ben.
How's it going?
Good. How is your impression of this cube so far?
It's good. First time in Brno here. Really cool architecture and lots of
Yeah.
foot traffic and not a lot of English speakers, so I'm finding
Right, it's different in Prague.
yeah, a little bit different.
How
but-
else is it different from Prague? You've been to a few Prague cubes now.
Yeah, I mean Prague is definitely more tourists, and so even though there's lots of people speaking English, then I can also be listening to other conversations, and so here it's kind of interesting because I try listening to the conversations and they're all in different languages. So,
Yeah.
but just talking to the activists, it seems like there's been some good response from the conversations.
That
So-
was my impression too.
So that yeah, that's good.
So we're also we're basically also compensating with different other tasks such as filming outreach conversations,
Yeah.
which is really important.
yeah, yeah.
What's been your experience so far with filming and being filmed?
Yeah, I think like it's really powerful because you having the conversation with the individual on the street can be like life changing, right? And that can have a huge impact. But then recording yourself and posting that online, that helps you like send that message further, right? Maybe that video goes viral and maybe it's like 1 million people will see that, right? And every video has that potential, right? So not only is it important to be on the street having those conversations, but I want to challenge everybody to record them, right? Even if it's just recording the audio without video and posting those, right? You never know how far they can go.
Right.
And this is what we need. We need people to hear this message in the world, right? You and in your friend groups and your circles, like everybody posting these videos is going to hit somebody different, right? In all these different countries. So it's so super important, and I hope that somebody listening to this will get that inspiration and just start recording.
Yeah, let's hope that. Definitely. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Great to
Thank
see you again.
Cheers.
Cheers. So yeah, as Ben said, you can record audio and then you can add some images to it. So if you make photos of the conversation, that's still better than not recording it at all. So let me talk to Lucy, one of the Prague organizers.
Hello.
Hi, Lucy.
Hello guys.
So what's your impression of the cube so far?
So far we have, I'd say, very professional and strong cube of 4, and together we're 15 activists. So already someone mentioned it, probably we are doing AV United in Brno this year because we have been doing it in Prague for 3 or 4 years, so we wanted to support Brno and to bring other activists because this is bringing attention. I had a couple of conversations because the traffic here is it's not the same as in Prague. People are not stopping that often, but still these conversations were meaningful, obviously. And so I'd like to stress that actually, because even if people are not stopping that much, or even if you're doing a cube of just one person and one outreach, or like two people together, it is always meaningful, because if you weren't there, you wouldn't change the people. Even if it's like one person or 2 or 3, you never know who you, let's say, positively influence, who you change. And also we have one activist here today who came across a cube like 5 years ago, I think it was. and he joined just like a couple of weeks ago in Olomouc.
Exactly.
He shared with us that he didn't stop. He just went by, saw the footage, and he went home.
He just got out of the queue,
Oh yeah, that's him.
Jakub, and that's amazing.
That-
That's amazing.
yeah.
You have to be in the middle.
Do you wanna?
That's amazing. Yeah, it's
So that shows, that proves that it is still powerful, even if we don't get to talk to them. Of course, that it would be better if we outreach them well, but still, he got it. So even if people are passing by, that doesn't mean that we're not changing them, and it doesn't mean that they will not join us because he's now here with us.
and this
Yeah.
is his
Yeah.
This is his second cube, so he's become really dedicated to the cause, which the animals definitely appreciate. So
If you don't have a chapter, if I'm talking to vegans, if you don't have a chapter that you would join, please set up yours. Set up a new one. You can become easily an organizer if you think it would be difficult. You can always. There are organizers who would support you, who would lead you through the process of becoming one. And so seek the support, let's say, because that will give you power.
can you say the
Okay.
same thing now?
Mhm.
The same thing that you just.
Pokud mluvím teďka k nějakým veganům, kteří nejsou aktivní a nemáte blízko chapter, to znamená v České republice to je Praha, Brno, Olomouc nebo Zlín, ale chtěli byste i tak být aktivisti, tak můžete založit vlastní chapter. Což znamená, že se stanete organizátory, provedeme vás vlastně tím, můžeme vám pomoct, můžeme udělat společně kostku ve městě, kde bydlíte, což by bylo ideálně prostě nějaký větší, třeba Plzeň, Hradec Králové, Pardubice nebo Český Krumlov. A abyste vlastně i v tom místě vašeho bydliště mohli lidi prostě veganizovat a přinést vlastně to pravdu k ním a ukázat jim tu zodpovědnost. A pokud máte pocit, že by to bylo prostě těžké, tak se toho rozhodně nebojte, protože vždycky, ano, může to být pro vás těžký, ale nikdy to zase nebude těžký, jako tolik těžký, jako to, čím si prostě musí procházet zvířata. Někdo se za ně musí postavit a čím víc nás bude, tím rychleji vlastně dosáhneme světa, kde se prostě zvířata nezneužívají. Back to English.
Přesně tak. Well, thank you,
Yes.
Lucy.
I'd like to also invite whoever is watching and is close to Czech Republic to check it out. That is our special campaign that will happen in 2 weeks, actually. It is happening because we will mark 7 years of Anonymous for the Voiceless in the Czech Republic. And so we took that opportunity to kind of convert it into a campaign. So we're doing 7 Cube on Saturday and another 7 hours long Cube on Sunday. And we also added Thursday and Friday. So if you come to Prague, let's say Wednesday evening, you can do 4 cubes in a row, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I think it will be great. We have big traffic. We have a lot of traffic in Wenceslav Square. And yeah, I would also like to point out that connecting with other activists in your country, but also with others, is so powerful because they can reach you the feedback to your chapter, and you can share your experiences and evolve together, let's say, which is what we're still and always striving for, to learn from each other, and which brings me to outreach videos. I think that's amazing content for us to still grow and to get better, and it was absolutely crucial for me to learn from other activists during the outreach videos, and I know that people also learned from mine, and I think that's amazing because we learn just quickly, faster. Sorry, that's the word, faster thanks to that. So do outreach videos, record yourself, and watch them, and encourage others to take that step, to step out of comfort zone and to see themselves during our videos and then sharing them. So yeah, that would be it. Thank you so much for watching and for being active for the animals. Please never stop, and hopefully maybe sometimes see you in Prague. Okay, one thing that I would like to mention, sorry, but I think this is important. We had a couple of weeks ago a organizer from Salzburg. He was in Prague and he reached out to me saying, is there a cube that we can attend? And it wasn't possible to register one that quickly for me because of the city, just like it wasn't possible. But I did more research and I found out that there is a place in Prague that we don't have to register cubes at. So we did a cube. I told our team in Prague in the morning, and in the end we were 8 people, and it wasn't like there weren't many people because of the location, but still we got so many conversations that were powerful. We had crying people, which always makes me happy because it means that they were touched if they are crying, right? So if you're coming, maybe, I don't know, to Prague, there's not cube in our schedule, please reach out to me anyway. And yeah, that would be it for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. And another co-organizer from Prague is here, Vlasta. He's somewhere around here. I want to segue to what Lucy just said. This was really powerful, this ad hoc cube. And I encourage every organizer to do this, to be open for this. If you have a traveling organizer or activist, be open to do an ad hoc cube. Imagine how many more people you can influence this way. And also you're building community. One other thing about the campaign Check It Out that Lucy mentioned, which is May 17th and 18th, and the 2 preceding cubes, May 15th and 16th, if you live especially close to the Czech Republic, so we're talking Bayern, jetzt kurz auf Deutsch, alle aus Bayern, Sachsen, Sachsen-Anhalt, Österreich, Polen, kommt zu Check It Out, 17. 18. Mai und davor noch 2 Cubes, also 15. bis 18. Mai 4 Cubes am Stück in Prague. So 4 consecutive days of cubing, and this is a good preparation for One Dome Month, which is happening from June 30th, which will be a workshop that Paul Bashir, one of the co-founders of AV, is giving. And then from starting July 1st until July 31st, 31 consecutive days of cubes in Cologne, Germany, in front of the Kölner Dome, which is the Cologne Cathedral. That's why One Dome Month. So you see, we're doing these campaigns also in a logical way to prepare ourselves for the bigger campaigns. So come to Prague for Check It Out. Come check it out and give bystanders a reality check. And there's a conversation here. Lucy mentioned this activist, Jakub. He joined us on the last Olomouc Cube where she was attending as well. And it's just goes to show how much of an impact we're doing by just being here. If somebody can just walk by and then later realize to go vegan on their own, and then here he is active with us, leading people to a vegan conclusion, holding them accountable. So let me conclude this live stream by talking to a Prague activist. Hi. What's your impression of the cube?
Well, this is my second time in Brno. The first one was in February, and compared to that, it's the foot traffic is reasonable, but that there are not that many people showing interest, I'm afraid. But we are still doing the best to end the exploitation of animals. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Anyway,
Yeah, thank you. What would you say to either new vegans or new activists to be more motivated to do activism?
to activism.
Yeah.
When I first started, when I was offered to join the Cube for the first time, I actually found that this is the most meaningful way of speaking for the animals. So I would highly encourage everybody to actually at least try it. You know, if it's something that is good for them, like if it makes sense for them to actually join an organization as like the Anonymous for the Voiceless. Yeah. So because being vegan is definitely not enough for the animals. Yeah. So doing something like this really makes sense, or it actually made sense for me anyway.
Right. Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you for
you're
being
welcome.
here
Yeah.
with all the other AV members from Prague.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
If you are vegan, go to jointhecube.com, find your nearest chapter, and become active, or start your own chapter, as we heard earlier. So, live from Brno, my name is Michael Prikryl, regional organizer for Czech Republic and Slovakia, and local organizer of Olomouc, Czech Republic, which is just 70 kilometers north of here. So, and Jakub and I, we came from Olomouc by bus, a 1 hour bus ride. So I want to encourage everybody to travel around and join other people's cubes and reach out to organizers to do an ad hoc cube in a city where you're just traveling, because this builds community and it gives us the opportunity for extra cubes. That means additional possibility to hold bystanders accountable and ask them to go vegan. This is what we're here for, to end the largest injustice of all times, done and perpetrated against non-human animals. Have a great day, everybody, and good luck to all the other cities today worldwide that are doing AV United Cubes.